guys, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of At That Moment. Today's video is going to be slightly different, more so because if you have watched any of my past videos, I normally don't do any financial stocks. That's just not me, but I don't know, it's just on my, I guess, mind and spirit to do it over the last few months. I know, especially with everything going on with the pandemic, um, me and my husband have really just taken time to prioritize one, creating generational wealth, and then two, learning investing in the stock market. With that being said, I am a strong believer of each one teach one. Just recommending things that we have actually done, not giving you recommendations that I've heard. These are things that we do on a daily basis. And these are stocks that we have invested in, so forth. I try to make sure that everything I do, I have given it time to see if it's going to be a success or failure before I pass it on. So today's video is going to be 5 stocks that all parents should invest in. I know for us, since having our daughter, making sure that one, we're providing a future, a path for her, securing her financially is important to us. As we continue to grow through these times, as you know, there are financial disparities within the African American community. So our goal is each generation to get better. So we are hoping and working to leave our children with something. So 5 stocks every parent should invest in, because as parents, I don't think we think about the things we have to buy as a parent. Like diapers is not, it's not optional, it's a necessity. Wipes, things like that. Number 1 is going to be Procter and Gamble. Procter and Gamble is currently $137 a share. And they are like the makers of Pampers Pure, Pampers Swaddlers, I think Huggies and Loves too. I'm not sure, if I'm being honest. I normally don't use those brands at all. Our number 1 brand in this household is Honest, but they are not an open market company. Our second brand is Pampers Pure, because you know, as a parent, sometimes when you're out of diapers or you're running in the store, they may not have the size. I know during a pandemic, the freaking diapers is sold out everywhere, so you have to have multiple brands that you kind of refer to. Our top 3 right now is Honest, Pampers Pure, and then Hello Bello. Hello Bello and Honest Company are not open market companies, so we did Procter and Gamble because our wipes, things like that, normally come from them. If you look up Procter and Gamble, they also are makers of a bunch of things, probably household items that you also use, but I'm trying to just stick to the baby essentials right now for this video. We can definitely talk about that in details. If you want to, leave a comment below if you like these videos. All right, so Procter and Gamble stock is worth $137 a share. Their ticker symbol is PG. You can purchase their stock on Robinhood. I know a lot of parents that are just getting into stock. You may want to check out Robinhood. I know a few years back I tried to start on E-Trade, but I personally was not a fan of the $500 minimum that you had to put down. Like, when you're just starting, you're not quite sure, so you don't want to risk that much. So Procter and Gamble can be purchased on Robinhood. And next is going to be Johnson & Johnson. I know so many parents are Johnson & Johnson fans, from their body wash to their creams, all of that good stuff. Their ticker symbol is JNJ, and currently their shares are worth $154 a piece. Also, I want to note on Robinhood, you can also purchase partial shares, and over time, you can equal up to 1 share. So don't let anyone tell you, oh, you need $1,000 or this crazy number to invest. You seriously can start investing with as little as $1. It's some companies on the stock market whose shares are only worth 80 cents. So keep that in mind. Johnson and Johnson, have been around for years and years to come. I know personally for me, we are not a big Johnson and Johnson family, but every family is different. I know a lot of my friends who love Johnson and Johnson products. So that leads me to my third recommendation, which is going to be Unilever. Because we are not Johnson and Johnson fans, we are huge Shea Moisture fans. So a lot of my daughter's soaps, shampoos, creams, when I was pregnant, my stretch mark creams, things like that came from Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is a Sundial brand, but it's owned by Unilever. So we normally try to invest in Unilever just because in this household we use that particular brand a lot. My husband used the male products, things like that. So Unilever is currently $59 a share. I try to find a variety for you. Their ticker symbol is UN. Next, I'm going to chat about Carter's. I know a lot of my daughter's clothes come from Carter's or Target. Those are the two places I tend to shop for stuff, especially like the daycare items where they're going to get dirty or messed up, play clothes like that. So Carter's is currently $80 a share. And if you think about how often you go in there, pretty much for a child, you tend to buy them new clothes every season. That's 4 times a year, and you're probably spending about $80 when you go 4 times a year. So you're definitely naturally investing in a company. And next, I'm going to say this is going to be a little different, but your phone company. Our cell phones are currently through AT&T, and AT&T is going for $30 a share right now, and their ticker symbol is T. The reason why I say your cell phone, I'm not sure about any other parent, but think about how many times, one, you have to pass your phone to your kid. 2, you panic because you think your kid broke your phone. And then 3, I know since having my daughter, we had to increase our data plan because we are using a phone to keep her entertained on road trips, things like that, in between doctor's appointments, at the doctor's office. So consider investing in your phone company. I love the fact that AT&T pays a dividend too. So over time, it has added up to the dividend that they pay us quarterly equals out to how much we are paying for our phone bill. So that's kind of like a break-even scenario. Right now, we are reinvesting all our dividends back into the stock market. More so for me, it's like kind of money I never had, so it's going right back in. Every single company that I just recommended to you also pay a dividend. And a dividend is basically a payout to you for investing in the company. Again, I'm not a financial guru, so definitely do your research. Talk to your financial advisor if you have one. But they are definitely companies overall, I know in our day-to-day, that we cannot go without. I wanted to throw in 3 bonus stocks that I'm not going to talk about in depth, but I know the average typical household may be interested in. One is going to be Mattel. Mattel is only worth $10 a share, which isn't bad. The I guess the necessary evil in it is, let's be honest, kids are not playing with toys as much as they used to. But the question is, will that eventually shift, and will toys ever fully fade away? So at $10 a share, you can never go wrong with Mattel. Your Barbie dolls are made through them, a lot of Legos, things like that. The thing about Mattel also is they do not pay a dividend. So they're not going to pay you out, but it's not a bad one to kind of invest in and keep long term. Next is Disney. We are Florida residents, so Disney is a way of life here. Right now, Disney is partially closed because of everything going on. Their stock is worth $133, and they do pay a dividend. I want to say their dividend is currently on hold because of everything going on. But if you have a big Mickey Mouse fan, and we all know Disney Plus is a way of life, things like that, it's something you should consider. And for those of you who don't know, ESPN is under the Disney umbrella. So Disney is the parent company, and then ESPN fall under that. And the last one I want to talk about is going to be, I think it's pronounced Pro GYN, and it's actually a fertility company. And I'm putting this one out there because one, it's not a lot of open market fertility companies, and two, keep in mind infertility affects 1 in 4 couples. I know if you watched any of our past videos, we was transparent about it took us about a year and a half to conceive our daughter. And I know how much money went into that. So right now their shares are worth $28 a piece, which is not bad if you're talking about how much the cost of IVF, IUI is, fertility meds, fertility treatments, and like I said, infertility affects 1 in 4 couples. So that one is kind of a risk, a gamble, but for someone who comes from the infertility world, I do kind of want to invest in companies like that because I do believe in the good that's coming to it. They are creating families for people who really want and desire families. So I want to recommend that. So total, I think I gave you 8. The top 5 are my favorite. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. We can kind of chat about custodial accounts or just stocks outside of kids that we have invested in. Right, we have focused on a lot of the money that would have been spent going out to dinner and luxury activities that is not an option right now. We have been investing in the stock market. So if you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. I'm debating if I'm going to make this a regular thing. I really believe in generational wealth, and I know that's part of our journey and what we're trying to strive for and achieve right now for our kids. So just let me know. If you are not following me on Instagram, you should. I'm active there 10 times more. It's going to be at that moment 3. If you're not following our business page, that's going to be at Baby by You. We are still busy. We are still shipping. We are loving the growth of the company and the work it takes to put in. It has been a very humbling experience, but we're super excited. So I want to come back with a quick video. I have missed you all. If you haven't noticed, if you leave comments, I try to respond, even if it's just a like. You can also DM me on my social media platforms. But outside of that, bye stars. I'll see you in my next video. We have focused on a lot of the money that would have been spent going out to dinner and luxury activities that is not an option right now. We have been investing in the stock market. So if you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. I'm debating if I'm going to make this a regular thing. I really believe in generational wealth, and I know that's part of our journey and what we're trying to strive for and achieve right now for our kids. So just let me know. If you are not following me on Instagram, you should. I'm active there 10 times more. It's going to be at that moment 3. If you're not following our business page, that's going to be at Baby by You. We are still busy. We are still shipping. We are loving the growth of the company and the work it takes to put in. It has been a very humbling experience, but we're super excited. So I want to come back with a quick video. I have missed you all. If you haven't noticed, if you leave comments, I try to respond, even if it's just a like. You can also DM me on my social media platforms. But outside of that, bye stars. I'll see you in my next video.